Hello and welcome back to the Demon Mas podcast. On this episode, we'll be speaking to a very known local. He's a hustler, YouTuber, and car enthusiast. His name is Revanales, and I hope you guys enjoy this episode. Alright, Kyle. Thanks for having us, bro. I appreciate it, yo. And I just want to say congratulations to the new shop, the independent jump. It's fresh, it's nice. How long you been here, man?
How long have I been in the shed?
In the shed, yeah.
Like in general?
We'll start off from whenever you fixed it up and did it. We'll get into that after.
I think right now it's been like 4 months. How long have we been in the shutdown?
Like yeah, probably like maybe a little bit more, honestly. Yeah, probably like since March.
Whenever COVID happened, that's when I started building.
And is there a reason why you decided to go independent, other than COVID?
Well, when COVID hit, the shop closed.
Yeah.
Architect.
Yeah.
So I had to figure out a way how to, still cut. So I had the shed. There was a bunch of junk in here. My cousin Bob came through and was like, "Yo, let's just redo this joint. Let's put drywall. Let's put electric. Let's get it, And he came through and he did his thing.
Yeah, and speaking about the shed, bro, like we talked about earlier, man, I remember way back, I'm talking about, I think I was a freshman. I got my first cut here because of Lewis, my cousin. He brought me down here, man. And I know it was long ago because I have a picture with Paul Burke. Remember Paul Burke?
Oh,
PTV,
man.
PTV, man. Yeah, I have a picture with him I had that Daddy Yankee haircut, bro. That was the one time I ever did that joint. But how does it feel, though, seeing the shed transform as the place you started to where you are now, man?
Man, it's weird. I'll tell you that. It's weird, but I like it, It's different. I'm home. I get to be with my parents more, be around, do stuff around the house that, I didn't really think I should have been doing at first, just open my eyes, really.
Yeah, and way back when, bro, you were probably like how old back then?
I was 14 when I started cutting.
Damn, yeah.
Yeah, I'm 24 now.
And did you have an idea of like one day I'm gonna have this shed look legit and official and make it my own?
I mean, I always wanted to redo the shed, revamp it, but not for a shop, more of like a chill spot, a man cave. So right now we just, we kind of figured out how to do both. And, I think you can see that we've conquered both. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Yeah, it's all baby steps, but shit, it looks like you've come a long way, bro, at least in that aspect, man. But let's go straight to the point that I wanted to get to, man. Is like you said, you started cutting at 14, and at that point, that's probably what, high school, middle school.
Middle school, yeah, like late end of middle school.
And that was what? Who were you cutting at first?
Man, I was cutting like my cousin Marcus, my cousin Mateus, and then it moved to like me cutting some of my homies that I went to school with. Yeah. Shout out to them for trusting me.
Yeah.
It's a lot of it's a big trust to have somebody, especially a kid at 14, cut your hair and, they let me work,
and like I brought up with the other podcast with Millie, it's like at that age group, bro, it's a really big factor. People really give a fuck about how they look in school and shit, bro. And then leaving it to your hands at such a young age, bro, it's like, damn. You feel me?
Facts.
And from there, it was just family and friends. And then when did you decide as well, like, I'm gonna start making bread, you know what I mean? Really start bringing these niggas in. Like, how long did it take?
It took me about a year to really get it down, and then I was like, yo, I could start charging for this, you know?
Yeah.
And I wasn't charging much, man. I was charging $5. At that time, I really was only doing shape ups.
Yeah.
I couldn't really get a fade in, you know? I was charging $5 for a shape up and then $7 for a full cut, you know?
And from there, bro, like, was architect your first spot? Because, like I said, I got that one haircut with you, and then from there, I never really came back, bro, for real.
So I moved around a little bit. When I was 15, I started working at this joint on 28. It's called $5.99 Cuts.
The name says it all, right?
Yeah, Miss Lee, the Asian lady, she I went up there and I tried to get a job, and she didn't care, you know. She was like, yo, you could cut, come through, you know, you got your own tools. And I was there for a little bit. I got into an altercation with her son. Her son was taking my tip money from me because I was a youngin'.
Yeah.
So he didn't really think, you know, I guess, you know, he was trying to fuck with me.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
But, yeah, you know, we had our little dealings, and I just rocked out of there. And then I came back, and I found another shop over in Manassas by where Eastern Motors used to be.
Yeah.
And she was renting me a booth there, and I kind of didn't feel that spot either, you know, same shit, you know.
And at what point there did you decide, okay, I'm going to start getting into fades, start getting into actual cuts, maybe requests on the customers?
Yeah, definitely, yeah. Like,
at
I
least
started learning more. Learning more.
At the 599 place?
Not at the $5.99 place. The $5.99 place showed me that, you know, you need to be fast. Because at that spot, if you want to make money, you got to get in cuts. You know, you can't sit there and cut for 2 hours on one head, you know?
Yeah, because, like, I'm assuming that each cut was $5.99, like, no matter what, or how did that work, you know what I mean?
They play you, you know, they say $5.99 outside, but, you know, a beard is $8 extra. You know, if you want a hot towel shave, that's extra. Like,
so what's $5.99 exactly? Just
$5.99, I'll just cut you up and that's it. You know,
okay.
I just cut the sides down, no fade and no shape up, you know? And then if you want to shape up, that's extra, and that's how they get you, you know?
And the other place that you went to, what do you feel like your gain was from there, like knowledge-wise, experience-wise?
Just being on my own, you know? Not worrying about, like, yo, does my boss say to come here?
Yeah.
And that's one thing I didn't like. So I was like, yo, I don't want nobody telling me what I need to do and what time to come and all this stuff. So that's why when I moved to the other spot, it made me more independent.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And it takes responsibility, because that entrepreneurship, I feel like, in your aspect, or at least in your point of view, reflects onto other shit, you feel me? Like selling food and all the other stuff you try to put on together, man. And from there, where'd you go after that?
From there, I came back here, kept cutting in the shed, and I was in high school. I was like 17, and you know, Jack from Architect, the owner, he hit me up, you know, on Instagram. He was like, yo, your cuts are dope. Would you like to work at a shop? And at that time, I was like really trying to focus on school. I wasn't the best at it. You know, I was late all the time and all that stuff. So, you know, I was like, yo, after school, after I graduate, I'm going to come mess with you, you know, because I want to get into a shop. But then literally the same week that happened, they were like, yo, your attendance failing. So I was like, oh, yeah, well, I'm going to just keep doing that, you know?
Yeah, so you decided to commit to that
Yeah,
shit?
I just went. That was like Friday. They had a meeting with my parents and stuff and showed them my grades and all that. And I told my mom after that, and I was like, yo, I can't do this no more, you know? I got to. She's like, well, you got work, you know? Yeah. So I was like, I'm going to just use this haircutting thing. I'm going to go to Jack's shop. So that Monday, I went to Architect, and my first day I made like $350, because that's not $7 cuts no more.
Yeah, exactly.
Or whatever I was charging before. Yeah. That's $20
Yeah.
minimum, you know? So after I saw the money, I was like, yo, I don't really need school anymore. I'm trying to hustle, you know?
And speaking on that, exactly, like, you said you were trying to focus on school. How did it feel, I guess, knowing that you were putting effort towards it, but still you weren't really gaining anything, you know what I mean?
It's discouraging. It is. It's very discouraging. But, you know, if it ain't for you, it's not for you, you know? You got to work around that. You got to move on.
Yeah, because I feel like nowadays society kind of tries to push people towards the school life, the university, and stuff like that, bro.
Yeah, and that's cool. If that's for you, you know? If you're good at school,
follow what you're good at. Yeah.
You know, but if you want to be a hustler and you want to be out here getting money and not being in debt, I would rather do
and okay, elaborate more on that, because I feel like a lot of people think of hustler and like, I want to be a hustler, to say they're a hustler, but they don't really understand that, like, you gotta be there to make that bread. Like, you gotta look for places to be, work to do, you know what I mean? So Can you elaborate a little bit on that?
Well, first of all, with hustler, I want to put out there that selling weed and all that stuff, that's not a hustler. You know what I'm saying? And if you got to do that at first to get your money up, I understand that. But you use the money to make it clean.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
After moving to architect and I got my money up, I started flipping cars. You know, I would buy like an Integra, make it nice, you know, with help of my cousins.
Exactly.
And, you know, we would sell it for more and start doing that, you know, work my way up. And, you know, I just feel like some of these dudes out here, they're selling weed, but they're reeing up off the same shit and they're not progressing.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Like, you got to move out of selling weed, you know
Yeah,
what I mean?
because like you said, it's better to get bread towards clean money, you feel me? It's like,
right.
Reality with selling pack or selling any type of drug, you're really just getting paid for the risk you're taking, because you get caught with that shit, bro, you're fucked, you feel me? And you got no way out. And if you don't got your bread right, then you're really fucked, because you're getting caught up and you got no bread, you feel me? So It's back to step zero.
Exactly.
So what do you think is a hustler then? Define it. Because I know a lot of people out there, they really look up to you and they see you as a role model, you feel me? I know you like to fuck around a lot, but overall, man, your mentality is right, you feel me? So what's your definition of a hustler so people know?
I feel like if you can use that selling weed to get to where you should be, like finding your niche, I think that's a hustler. I think a hustler is someone that wakes up and he's not like, shit, man, I gotta go to work.
Yeah.
No. You get to go to work.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm psyched I get to go to work.
Exactly.
Not, if you wake up and you say, shit, I gotta go to work, that's not for you.
Yeah, that job ain't for you. Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? You should get paid based on what you like to do, and then you'll never feel like you're working.
And
you know?
Before you decided to say, I'm dropping out of school and stuff like that, did you see it as a career, or did you realize, like, yo, I'm fucking up with school, that's what I'm doing, I'm kind of fucking with it? Like, how did your connection change after you realized you weren't doing so well in school?
So, I was already into cars, you know? So, I don't even know. I still don't believe I'm a barber. You know what I mean? It's weird to think. Like, I never would have thought I would have been a barber, you know what I mean? But it just kind of happened, you know, and I ran with it. It was easier than working on cars, man. These dudes that work on cars,
it's different, yeah.
They work long hours. They have to deal with a lot of stress. Working on cars is stressful. Yeah. You know what I mean? You get dirty, you know, like I'm in here. We got heat, AC, clean, you know what I'm saying? Interact with people, make connections, you know, but that's the route I wanted to go. Open a shop, you know, start working on cars, stuff like that, but you know, this was easier.
And
man.
did you have other jobs in the process of figuring out, like, so what else you do? Is that because a lot of motherfuckers may think, yo, he started barbering and that was it. It clicked and that was forever. So I know you got to explore and fuck around in different places.
If y'all know Electronic Plus on 28.
Yeah, that's like stereos and like shit like that.
They do car audio, you know, alarms, stuff like that. I started working there. That was my first job. You know, my dad used to do upholstery for that guy. For the show cars, and you know, he was like, yo, my son wants to learn car audio, can you put him on? And I worked there for a summer, and then it was cool, but you know, this happened, so it was like, this is way easier, you know.
And since you still say that you don't even feel like a barber, do you still feel that connection towards it? Like it's a hobby? Like, is that why you're saying, like, are you saying that like you don't even feel like a barber because it's a hobby to you still, or like you still fuck with it? A lot of barbers,
you know, they say like, yo, don't think of this as work, you know, because then your work ethics get poor. But I feel like my work ethic is up enough to where I can look at it as a hobby. You know, because if I start looking at it as work, I'm like, this a lot, bro. You look at my phone is booming. I got to go through all these texts individually. You know, I got to remember who I'm talking to. You know, it's a lot.
Yeah. I can imagine, too, because with each customer you have as a barber, you kind of have to, in a sense, remember what they want, too. That's one thing I realized, because y'all deal with a fuck ton of people, especially in DM, you know what I mean? And especially you. So that's a memorization. That's an overload in a sense. You feel me?
Yeah.
But continue on to that, bro. Where'd you go after that? Or let's go towards principle. You were speaking about worth ethic. So if you don't want to see that as worth ethic, do you feel like mental principle is a factor?
Yeah. So a lot of times too, when people start making money on this level, it gets to their head. You know, their head gets big. They start, you know, messing up their money, buying crazy shit, not saving it right.
Yeah.
And that's one thing that a lot of people have messed up is the saving part. You know what I mean? If you work hard, if you truly work hard and you save your money, saving your money is good. It's not a problem. But some people have this thing like, if I make 100, I'm gonna keep 20 to spend and put the rest away.
Yeah.
Put the 80 away. You're not living your life.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? You work for what? You know what I mean? I'm not gonna go eat at this place because I want to save money. I'm gonna go eat at McDonald's. You just messed your health up right there. McDonald's ain't good for you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You need some good shit.
Yeah. You need some quality. Yeah, especially in your system. And
you know what I'm saying? The best thing you can invest in is yourself. That's what I tell some of my clients too. You know, if you can't pay that $40 for a haircut, that's for you, bro. That's not for anyone else. Yeah. That's for you to look good and feel good about
confidence.
Yourself. The best thing you can do is invest in yourself. You know what I mean?
And do you feel like, how do you feel towards that and the idea of, yo, because of me, this motherfucker's walking out, like, feeling straight, feeling confident?
I feel good. You know what I'm saying? It makes me feel good because I'm like, yo, this dude, you know, he probably doesn't feel good about himself. You know, he's not confident with the ladies. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And they walk out of here, and I got a lot of texts that like, yo, some girl just, you know, hailed me out from far away in the mall.
I saw that shit. I saw someone got screened out from the second floor talking about their haircut.
Yeah, actually, on my Booksy, I had a review where the dude was like, you know, he was having suicidal. He wrote his note and everything because his wife left him and all this stuff. And then he was like, yo, this is my last chance. He had like a bush, you know. He's like, I'm going to just get a cut and see, you know, what happens. Bro, he's good. He found another joint on Tinder.
There you go. No,
you know, he got a whole family now. You know,
I just hope he ain't catfish.
I just saved this dude's life. You know,
yeah,
off
literally.
A haircut,
yeah.
You know, but he invested in himself, and he came every week for a minute. Now he moved somewhere else with the shorty that he met, and they have kids and shit. Shit crazy.
Kyle's a Cupid, man.
You know
Shit, they make motherfuckers fall in love and shit. Okay, but let's take a step back. You know what I mean? I'm analyzing as we go. You feel me? So while you were getting that bread, because I know that like barbering at a young age, you get put into that reality that it's a career. So like you say, you start making that bread. Did you have trouble with your money holding and your money ideas in the beginning?
Yeah. So, you know, I started seeing the money and I wanted to buy all the freshest stuff for my car. You know, I wanted to buy shoes, clothes, all this stuff, you know. And then I got into it a little bit and I realized like, you know, these things, you know, it don't make sense, you know, to buy all this stuff right now. You know, someone told me a long time ago, you know, you hustling backwards. You got it, but you shouldn't use it for that yet. You know what I'm saying? You gotta
hustling backwards. I like that.
Yeah, you gotta get a step on your stuff. You know what I mean?
And what you changed? Like, what steps did you feel like you personally took, if you realized any? You know what I mean, towards that change.
Well, the first thing I did was I kind of realized that saving isn't gonna do anything, but investing is gonna do better.
Yeah.
So instead of saving my money from one income, I created multiple incomes. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Multiple streams and
right.
Shit like
so,
that. Yeah.
You know, you flipping cars, you selling food, you do barbering, you know what I'm saying? Whatever, you know? But that, you know, that helped me really, you know?
And getting into that whole, you said you worked on cars and at least got in tune with the car community. Did you feel like, because back then you used to host events and car events, you know what I mean? How did that tag along? How did that start?
So that started from me just going out, man. You know, I had my first car was a 1991 Acura Integra. It was the older Integra. My cousin Bob actually built it for himself, and I liked it so much I bought it from him.
Okay.
That was my first car. He built it. And, you know, I just started going out with that car, and it was clean, man. You know, I was 15 years old with a clean Integra, you know? So, you know, people were like, yo, who is this guy, you know? So it started off like that, and then, you know, almost every month after that, I had a new car. So it was starting to be like, yo, what is this guy going to pull up to the next meet with?
Yeah,
you know
exactly. I mean? Yeah.
So I started hosting meets shortly after that. My boy Adam, he used to host the meets out here, and I just kind of took over, you know? He moved to Cali, and I just took over the situation. You know?
Do you feel like at the point where you were hosting them, do you feel like you had that network already? Do you feel like you had that reach?
Yeah, I feel like the reason why everyone knows about Kyle the Barber now is because of them car meets.
More than barbering, you think?
Yeah, because, you know, they were pretty when a barber pulls up to a car meet with a nice car,
Yeah.
and you see Kyle the barber on the back, you're thinking like, why does this dude have a fresh car like this? You know, so you're like, yo, this dude must be good. Bam, you check my Instagram, my whole resume is on there. You could check that shit. You know, like all the pictures are fire. You're like, yo, this dude can cut. You know, so it makes you want to come.
And you feel like, okay, because I see that a lot nowadays. Like, people be putting their Instagram and shit on their whips. You feel like that really helped you in getting that reach?
Yeah, for sure. Instagram really helped me with business, with everything, with marketing. You know, Instagram is one of my big tools. Now, Snapchat, you know, a lot of people follow me on Snapchat. I do crazy stuff on there.
You be doing that goofy shit.
We take a jump right now.
Go ahead, man. Do what you gotta do. Might as well go live real quick. You feel me?
You know what I'm saying? We out here.
Demon Miles podcast. You know what I mean? Already began.
We in the middle of the jump. They about to be on there. There you go.
There you go.
Bam. With it.
How many views you think you be getting? Because I know you be getting a lot of views. Because a lot of motherfuckers be swiping up on your shit.
I ain't really post too much today.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah.
But right now, we got 823 views right now, right? It'll get up to like 1,400 because what happens is people don't see my snaps until the next morning.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, I'll post up like, yo, I need this done right now, you know? And then they'll just be like the next day, they'll swipe up. And I'm like, bro, that was yesterday. You know?
And another thing that I noticed too is on Snapchat, when you know someone or someone's offering something or they need something, you often decide to look out for them and post. You know what I mean? Well, speak on that, bro.
So a lot of people hit me up to sell cars, you know. They'll be like, yo, can you post this for sale for me? You know, I'll post it, they'll get the sale. Or, you know, some people will post like they need something, like an item, you know, some shit. I'll post it up, like shoes, stuff like that, you know. And a lot of times I give the opportunity to people, you know. Like the other day, we had a candle sitting on this ledge, and I was bumping, and the candle fell and messed the whole floor up with the wax.
Yeah.
You know, I offered someone $40 to come clean it on my Snap. No one came, but, you know, I cleaned it myself.
Exactly, but the opportunity's there.
Yeah, I always give the opportunity.
Yeah, because
I need rides sometimes. You know what I mean? Like, because my shit's always in the shop getting something done. You know, I'll pay somebody to come pick me up, you know. A lot of people have. Shout out to those people that have. You know?
Another thing, too, is that people flex, like, yo, I'm making $20 an hour, you know what I mean? Talking about that shit. But if you really think about it, 10 minutes to clean that fucking wax, that's $40 in the bag, you feel me? And that's way less than an hour, you know what I mean?
Easy shit.
So have you always feel like you've been one to give out opportunities, you know what I mean? And the reason, and if go along with, if you say, like, what's the reasoning behind it?
I just think that everyone should have the equal opportunity, you know what I'm saying? So, here's my thing. If I get somebody to come do that, right? It might be a kid that just looking for some money to go get some pack, right?
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, you like cleaning? You know, he might like cleaning. Start a cleaning service. You know what I'm saying? I'm just putting the door open for you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like the people who wash my car, you know, I got a couple different people that do it, but they have generated a business now because of that. You know, some of them already had the business before. I'm just helping them out. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I don't really care who washes my car, as long as you're not about to put no swirls in my shit.
Yeah, exactly. As long as that shit clean and shining, I feel. Right. And do you feel like, was there anybody that while you were going in the process and your journey that tried looking out for you the same way that you do for other people?
Yeah, bro. My man's Walter. He owns the dealer on 28. Him and his dad. It's called Manassas Auto Outlet, you know. Him and his dad gave me a lot of opportunities to, like, flip cars, you know. To start selling stuff. And you know, another person that really helped me was Jack. So a lot of people don't know this, right? But I had an SI. Everyone knows the SI. Yeah. The white SI. I was one of the first people in the area to have one of those and, like, do stuff to it. But a lot of people don't know that I had just started working, so I didn't really have that much money, you know? So that dude Jack, like, fronted me all the parts type shit, you know? And
real?
He was like, yo, what you want, you know? And he bought all of it, and then I paid him back, you know? And it was just dope that he gave this random kid that just works at his shop that opportunity.
Started,
you know what I mean? And that kind of influenced me to do the same when I could, you know what I mean? Because a lot of people won't do that, bro. This dude bought suspension, wheels, tires, like, K Pro, you know, not K Pro, Flash Pro. You know, he went the full. He didn't have to do that.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm
it
saying?
Was a choice. You know
a lot
what I
of
mean?
things, bro. Like he took us all to the DC Barber Expo. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He paid for all that. You know, just so we could go.
Yeah.
You know, so I feel like that dude influenced me to do a lot of the things that I do now.
And speaking on that, the DC Barber Expo, I was experiencing that, man, and go into that exactly.
Well, I was 17 when I went.
Yeah.
And that was crazy.
Because everyone there is hot, right? Everyone there is popping.
That's the top-notch people, you know what I'm saying? So it was cool to go so I can see what these guys use and what, you know, the clippers they're using and how techniques and stuff like that. It was dope to go, you know? I've never competed in one. I'd like to. I don't think I'm the best, but I definitely think I'm up there.
Yeah. Worth a shot, at least.
It's worth a shot, you know? Why not try it?
Yeah.
You know?
And you liked it, though? You feel as though... Because I'm assuming in places like that, they sell the material that they're using, like the tools and stuff, you know what I mean?
Yeah, they'll have, like, discounts on shit, you know? You could talk to the people that usually make the product are there. So you could talk to them about, like, a sponsorship or, you know, partnership, you know? Start sell. Actually, at that DC Barber Expo, I actually met Yusuf the Barber. He's in Atlanta. And I got a curl sponge partnership with him.
Okay.
So I would buy like 100 curl sponges and I would sell them at the shop to my clients or any client. You know what I mean? And that was a good marketing.
I was about to say that,
just
like you said earlier, that's another source of income. You know what I mean? That's something going on the side that still connects with your fucking
right. And
barbering.
that's one thing that, you know, I want people to do too is when you go to places, talk.
Yeah, I was about to say that. Speak.
Yeah,
network.
some people,
get to know
like
people.
I go to these car meets now, man, and these dudes sit in their own clique. You know, you meet up with the same people. You go to the car meet and you stay with the same people. You don't go talk to nobody else. Like it's whack now.
Everyone's taking an L in that way. You know, no one's growing. No one's learning.
Growing, bro. You know what I'm saying? And the thing with the car meets now too is there's so many different crews, bro.
Yeah.
Like if I read you some of the names of these crews, like it's stupid. You know, I think that because everyone wants the clout, right? Everyone wants the clout and credibility. So if I host a car meet, like you want to be like, yo, I put in on this too, like I hosted the car meet too, you know, and then everyone else wants to throw their, which is cool, but like it should be just one person, because now if you don't mess with me no more and the other dude don't mess with me no more, y'all about to do your own car meet, and now you have everyone scattered,
everyone
you
dividing.
don't have a big car meet no more, you know what I mean?
Like, and do you feel like anything changing in that? Do you plan on going back to hosting? Because you don't do that no more, right?
Nah, I haven't hosted a car meet I think the last car meet I hosted was my little dude Pablo, his birthday. I had like a bunch of trucks. I think that's one of the biggest car meets in Manassas in a minute.
What was that at?
I hosted that in Bristol at a Harris Teeter.
Okay.
That was lit.
Yeah.
That was real lit.
And you don't plan on maybe doing something new? Anything upcoming?
So right now I got a 2020 Scat Pack. And we're just working on a couple mods on that. And I also got a Civic, a 94 EG K-Swap. And, you know, we're working on that to come out. When I'm done with everything, I plan on hosting car meets, because what I notice is a lot of people don't want to come to the car meets unless you have something crazy.
Yeah.
You got a wrap on your car. You got, you know, supercharger, nitrous, some crazy shit. So when I get something that I feel like is wild enough, I'll bring it out. You know, I'll start hosting again.
And whenever you do you expect just those, I guess, lavish cars, like you said, those rap cars? Or are you trying to welcome everyone else? You know what I mean?
I'm welcoming all bills, man. One thing that I might not want is these dudes that come out with their minivans, like wilding out. I'm probably not gonna be doing no swinging stuff like these dudes do those donuts. I do the donuts too. I like it. It's fun, but that's how you get shit shut down.
Exactly,
You know what I'm saying? If I want to do that, I'll host it a different way. But my car meets, I like them to be chill. If you want to race, you leave. You know, set up the race and then go do it. Come back. You know, I think it's the safest way. You know, just to get the spot not shut down.
Yeah,
you know?
and I feel like you, in a lot of aspects, you have a lot of leader characteristics. Even though you're a funny guy and goofy and shit, but for the most part, when it comes up to it, you like putting people on and you show those aspects of yourself, man. Do you feel like you've always had that?
No, not at all, bro. In school, man, like if some people know me from high school, I was a gump, bro. Like, I was that one dude that I would talk and no one would listen to me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I was that dude that like I was whack. You know what I mean? Like, but it was based off some stupid shit, like what I would wear.
Yeah.
Like, you know, I would wear Walmart shit. Like, people won't want to talk to the dude that's wearing Walmart
Yeah.
shit. You know what I mean? And now we're older, those same people, they want to fuck with me now. You
Yeah.
know, because they're like, yo, this dude's kind of dope. You
Yeah.
know, like, he's doing this thing, whatever. You know, he still don't wear no crazy shit.
Yeah.
I mean, I rock Carhartt. You know, that
shit cozy though.
it's cozy.
Yeah.
You know, I sweats all the time.
Yeah.
I might wear some nice shoes, but I don't really think that like being cool is being hype beast.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's cool for some people, but
How do you take that? How do you take the aspect of people not fucking with you back then, and you realize like you're the same people that, you know what I mean, would judge me or to look down on me?
I don't hate. You know, if you know that's how it was back then, but it made me strong. So now I know. You know what I'm saying? It showed me how to be the leader, how to not care what people think. You know, and it's one thing to say you don't care what people think, and then actually not caring what people think. And a lot of people say that, and then they're like, they're doing all this shit to impress who?
Other people. You know what I mean?
You do care what people think.
Yeah, exactly.
You can't say that. You know what I mean?
And what other, do you feel like you struggle in any other aspects, you know what I mean, to get to where you are now? Because like I said, there are a lot of people who really look up to you now, bro, and you really taking a grasp on that type of position.
I feel like one thing that I'll never get over is the haters. You know what I mean? Like, with the 1,400 views that I get, there's a lot of negativity that comes with that. You know, I get like this, it's like 5 people on my Snapchat. They'll constantly be on my shit. They're fake accounts. You know, they're cowards because they hide behind the screen. But you know, like, I'll post my food and they'll swipe up and they'll be like, "You fat fuck, you about to have a heart attack," like, or like, you know, your car is whack and it's a piece of shit, or some wild shit. And I'm just like I don't even respond to that because I don't want any sort of negativity.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean?
Like, and that's how I feel like it's the best way to deal with that.
Yeah.
I don't even message them back. Me giving you the time of day is you winning.
Exactly.
So
exactly.
I just leave it be. You
and
know?
an eye for an eye makes the world blind, like they say, man.
Mm-hmm.
But one thing I've always wondered about, bro, and want to be straight up about is like I've always told you, there are a lot of people that look up to you, bro, and a lot of people that reach out to you, a lot of people who really like look for you toward like for guidance and wisdom and shit like that, bro. But I feel like do you ever like want to change like your health, bro, to really try to set that type of example too, man?
So actually, yeah, you know, I've always tried to, you know, eat better, start exercising, stuff like that. That shit's hard. You know what I'm saying? I give props to the people that do that, man.
Yeah.
That shit is tough, you know? It's a lifestyle, though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And for a barber, you know, I don't want to say it's hard because people do it. My man Mario get it in. You know what I'm saying?
He was on that keto for a while, right?
Yeah,
he
he's
dropped
fit,
that weight,
you know what I mean? A Milcar too. Milcar, I seen him a Milcar.
My little prodigy.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
He's been getting up there, but like, it's tough, you know, because after you done cutting, for all these hours, 11 to 9, at 9 you want to treat yourself.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's the problem. You got to make the time in between those cuts to get your meals in so that you're not hungry, you know? And I know, like, when out of high school, bro, I look good. We can post a picture. I'll send the picture.
There you go. All right, you heard it. We'll post a little throwback.
I was slim, dog. I was good, you know? And then people would say, like, you're fat back then. And I'm like, now I'm fat. Now I'm like, fuck y'all, man.
Yeah.
Now I'm fat. Now I'm not. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wasn't really that fat.
Yeah.
You made me feel like I was fat. You know
rubbing it for no reason and shit.
Right.
I feel you. Because, like, one thing, bro, is, like, I'm not close with you or anything like that, so I'm not going to front. I've never been one to front. But, like, I see the position that you have in the community, bro, and I admire it, bro, because, like I said, bro, like, a lot of people look up to you and shit, bro, and, like, health is a serious factor, bro, and I'd like for you to, you know what I mean, to literally be alive, to be out here to keep showing kids, you know what I mean, because it's different to have people talk about you than people really have you here, you know what I mean, like, I've lost people in my life,
Right.
you know what I mean, and all different aspects, family, friends, and all that shit, and it's different because it's different to hear a story than to speak to the person who's really lived it, you feel me, and, man, like, if they're, like, me, I was just, like, not even fuck the podcast, you know what I mean, but if there's anything I could ever do to fucking help you out, bro, just feel free to reach out, man.
Yeah,
or
no,
like, you know what I mean?
absolutely.
We'll talk about this shit and that type of shit because I do admire what you do, bro. You do have a big ass aspect in the community, bro, and shit, you know what I mean? People care for you.
Right.
Believe it or not,
I
bro.
feel like if one of y'all want to pay for my gym membership, as much money as I make, man, I just don't see that shit being. You know, I got some weights right here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We got a field next door. If I really wanted to do it, I think that's where I would start.
Yeah.
I don't see myself going to the gym. And this is another thing with the gym. You know, people see fat people walk in the gym and they're like, you know, like they laugh and shit. Like, bro, we supposed
That's
to
the
be
beginning.
here.
Yeah, that's the beginning of the process, bro. That's
Y'all
where you
niggas
gotta
already
start.
won.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Y'all should be out jogging and shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Y'all can't be in the gym looking down on people.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? That's not cool.
Exactly,
man.
bro.
And that's what discourages a lot of fat people.
Exactly.
They walk in the gym and they have that, you know, that animosity in the air. They're like, damn, I don't know if I should be here.
All those
you know?
eyes towards them, man. It makes them question themselves. I know
Right,
what
so
you mean,
gotta
bro.
do is you gotta go to the gym with another fat nigga.
Yo, no
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. This motherfucker, yo. Hey, but now I feel you, bro. But it's like, cause I go to the gym too and I see it, bro. Like people really be looking down on other people just because they're on the heavier side. But then again, it's like, where else are they supposed to start? You know what I mean?
You need to help those people.
Yeah, exactly.
Not make fun of them.
Exactly,
help
bro.
them.
And
that's what I'm about. Don't make fun of the dude that got ugly shoes and he's this and that. Help him.
Yeah,
Try to help him,
yeah,
bro.
exactly,
My
bro.
man's car dirty, bro. I've been in the milk cars outside, bro. That joint look like a pig pen.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I went and washed that joint. I was like, yo, I cannot drive this joint. You know,
Yeah.
I'm wash my man's shit, make it look right. You know, if they won't do it, help them.
Exactly,
You
bro.
know?
And the thing about it too, like speaking of what we said earlier, bro, the people who didn't fuck with you in high school, they kind of fuck with you now, and the people that you look down on now, you don't know where the fuck they're gonna be at in 10, 15 years. You feel me? And the tables could turn like they did for you. You know what I mean?
This is a prime example of that, bro.
Exactly,
this is a prime
bro.
example of that. But I don't blame those people. I don't have any hate for those people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I said, they made me stronger. But you know, at the end of the day, fuck those people.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
I mean?
I'm out here. You know what I mean?
Sneak dissing and shit.
You already know.
No, not even sneak dissing. Straight up though.
Straight up.
Yeah. Nah, I feel you, bro. But is there anything, I guess, you have to say to the community? Because I know that you may speak to a lot of people in the youth one-on-one, but is there any broad thing you could say out there other than savings?
Just be careful, man. You know, be careful with your money. You know, I would say invest. Don't save.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Saving is for poor people.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And actually, you know, also with that, being poor is just a mindset. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it literally is a mindset.
If you really want that, go get it. You know what I mean? If I can do it, anyone could do it,
Yeah.
bro. I ain't got no high school education.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm out here doing it.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not to the top tier. I'm in my shed in my backyard, you know what I'm saying? But
You're doing it.
we're doing it,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? We're getting it done, you know?
Did you read anything? Because I feel as though those type of principles of maybe saving and investing comes in a lot of books. Did you read anything or maybe have someone teach you any other type of aspect?
Just looking at these people on Instagram, you know?
In what
Like,
sense? People flexing for no reason or people
just
people
like
actually doing it?
The people that are actually doing it, that talk about it, like speakers, you
Yeah.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I follow this Asian cat. His name is Dan Locke. You know, you watch some of his videos. You know, he talks real shit. You know, he actually did a segment on, you know, why people are poor, think the way they think. You know what I'm saying? You know, you always blaming other people for your misfortunes.
Yeah.
That's poor people shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You got to do better. If you're not happy with your results, you got to change how you get in your results.
Yeah, because everyone's rich, bro, but there's always that one person that made that change in that family, you know what I mean, to fix the generations that are upcoming and make a change, you know what I mean? Because keeping those same patterns, bro, you're going to keep losing like the people behind you, you know what I mean, rather than going forward for the people ahead of you. You know what I mean? But so what other than building, okay, you built cars.
Mm-hmm.
You also, what happened with the food service or food selling? How was that, bro?
The food thing was in between COVID, you know what I'm saying? When I didn't really have a lot of cuts, I would sell food, you know? A lot of people on my Snapchat, I would cook something and they would be like, yo, how much for a plate? That shit looks good, you know? So I was like, yo, why don't I just make a lot of this and sell it, you know? So I went to Restaurant Depot, you know, my sister helped me out with getting the membership there.
Yeah.
And, you know, we bought all the stuff and start cooking. You know, I think my first time I made food to sell was carne asada with rice and beans and
Who taught you that,
chorizo.
boy? You are not
Look,
Hispanic,
I'm
brother.
fat, bro. I figure it out.
There you go.
You know
You
what I'm
can
saying?
you can taste this shit.
If you're hungry enough, you're going to
shit.
figure it out, you
Yeah.
know? What tastes good, you know? I don't really do it the way that, like, the Hispanic people do
Yeah.
it. You know, they have juice and all this stuff, and like they put it in a bag and marinate it. I just simple dry rub stuff, put it on the grill, and people liked it. You know what I'm saying? One of my big sellers was the pasta. I make a fettuccine alfredo with chicken and shrimp. Okay. And that hit, you know. It's a good pasta. It's simple to make, you know, and that's one thing I want to get from my YouTube channel this year, is like showing the cooking, showing the racing. We're about to get into this racing stuff heavy, bro. My team Trinity Built, you know what I'm saying, represent. They out here. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? We got killers, you know, and you know, we've been messing with these people out in Maryland.
I've been noticing. Yeah, I've been out for a few. Yeah.
Yeah, Cap City, man. You know, they do wiring. They do our wiring, and they look over our cars, and they're really good at what they do, you know. And we're about to get into this racing shit heavy, bro. You know, we just had recently a Cash Days a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, I saw that.
You know, we almost won. Yeah. You know, but we'll get it, you know.
That was an EG that was out there, right?
Yeah, my cousin Mateus, man. He got a EG coupe like mine, but it's like, you know, track ready. That's that's a real car right there. You know what I'm saying? That jump fast.
And like you talked about YouTube and stuff. How was the experience? You posted the kind of like a documentary of you giving back to the homeless, right? That was posted on YouTube, right?
In Manassas.
Yeah. How was that? Where did that start? Because I actually wanted to hit that while we were on the.
So for Thanksgiving, I wanted to give back, right? And usually, like one year, my sister, she rented out the homeless shelter here in Manassas on Dean Drive. Yeah. And they kind of just gave us the kitchen, and we made the food and served them. But I wanted to get more personal, you know what I'm saying? So what I did is I got a backpack, and actually Peanut Inc., the tattoo artist, he made the template for me type shit. Okay. Because he gave us a backpack that had, you know, wipes in it, tissues, gloves, a blanket, the essentials, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So then after that, I kind of was just like, that's a really good idea. I took, you know, I bought, I think, 10 more backpacks. We had 11 backpacks total, and some people from my Snapchat dropped stuff off, you know, donated bags, donated blankets, gloves, stuff like that. A lot of people donated stuff, and we just kind of did that. And then my boy Meals by Meech, he's a chef local, and he's fire, man. This guy's...
What type of food? What type of food?
Any type of food, bro. This guy's gangster with it, bro. Like steak, shrimp, lobster, pasta, everything, bro. You can name it, you know. He made little sandwiches for them, and you know, he gave them like non-perishable items and stuff, and we put it in a bag, and we went, you know, there were some homeless people at the time on 234 at the old 7-Eleven. They had broke it down. They were just staying there, you know, outside. And we just pulled up there. There was a bunch of them, you know. We gave them all food, talked to them about a couple things, you know, like see if we could help more, you know. But unfortunately, they started rebuilding the 7-Eleven now. So I don't really know where they're at now, you know, if people wanted to go help them. But I just, you know, if you see something like that, you know, a lot of the time those dudes, you know, they're on drugs, stuff like that, you know, buy them some food, man. You know, try not to give them money.
Yeah, exactly.
Because you know what they're going to do. Yeah, exactly. You know, but look out for them, you know.
In one way or another, you know what I mean? Because like you said, food, they won't deny it, you know what I mean? They'll still be appreciated, and they can't use that towards others.
Right,
you know what
except
I mean?
Kane, bro, you cannot give Kane no. You can't give Kane food. You can't give Kane nothing, man. That dude is...
What's wrong with Kane?
Man, Kane crazy, dog. Kane's telling everybody... Nah, I'm his cousin and all this shit.
Y'all look alike. What you mean?
Chill. I do not look like Kane, bro. Stop. That boy is dusty.
Leave dusty. Kane alone, bro. Leave Kane alone.
We done tried to help Kane too much. Actually, me and Mario, one of the barbers at Architect, one day it was just random, bro. It was raining outside, and Kane had holes in his boot. Like the front was talking. Yeah. You know, and we were frying him all day about the boots, and then I was like, yo, let's take this dude to Walmart and just deck him out.
Yeah, y'all balled out on him, right?
Yeah, we spent a good $250 on Kane, man. Me and Mario, we took him out there, and, you know, we bought him new pants, new shirt, new boots, you know what I'm saying? All the stuff, you know? And then we ended up taking him to the strip club that night.
There you go. Bless him even more, you know what I mean?
Yeah. We blessed him. We took him out. We got him lit, and, you know, it was a good time. He was crying on the way back. He was like, yo, man, nobody ain't ever did this for me, you know? It was dope to do something like that. But after that, bro, he came in like the next day talking about like, yo, can I borrow $20? I'm like, see, you
Yeah.
gotta take my kindness for weakness.
Exactly.
That's not
exactly.
good.
I feel you. But Kane's a good soul though. For
Kane's a good
episode
dude.
1, I just want to say behind the scenes, Kane was back there showing love. Kane was a director of episode 1 with Millie,
if
bro.
you ask him, bro, he said he went to school for this.
Yeah,
for
that's
videography.
exactly what that motherfucker said,
yo.
yo.
Ain't nothing that dude ain't do, man. He's a mercenary. He went to the military. He worked at the Pentagon. That guy got crazy stories, man.
Well, going back to YouTube, bro, what do you have upcoming? You say you're trying to post
So-
more about racing and food? So the food selling's going to come back, I'm assuming.
The food selling might come back.
Okay.
The food selling might come back. With COVID, it's not really safe.
Yeah, exactly. I keep
You know what I'm
bounding because you
saying?
never know.
And but I definitely want to get into the cooking show side. You know what I'm saying? Showing people what I do. I might do something different that some people don't do. You know what I mean? Because a lot of people were asking me how I make my sauce for the Alfredo, you know? So I want to do that. I want to do an episode where, we include the car and food. Maybe not food that I cook, but food that like outside, like some restaurants. Because sometimes I go places and people swipe up on my story and they're like, yo, where is that?
I have.
Yeah.
I didn't even went out to eat last week. I was like, I knew to hit up Kyle. Like, yo, Kyle, hit me up with the good spot in DC.
Yeah,
and
man.
you blessed it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you went to DCG.
Yeah, that shit was
DCG
good. That
is
shit was
fire, bro.
That shit was
DCG is
fire. Yeah.
But I just want to put more people on, and the places that I go are locally owned places. They're not.
Exactly.
I try not to go to chains too much.
Yeah.
There's some chains that are good, but I try to go to local places so that they get benefits from the exposure. You know what I'm saying? So we can help them too to get out here and see what's good. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because you really are, like, at this point, you really are like a network source. You know what I mean? Because you really be trying to look out, and you know that you're aware of it. So at least you put your attention for good. You know what I mean? Rather
Facts. One of the places that I really liked, but they closed down unfortunately, was Fagata.
Did they close down due to COVID?
Yeah, it was a Brazilian steakhouse, man, and I'm really upset they closed, but you know what I'm saying? It is what it is, and now they put some Mexican place there, and it's alright, but that's a bar. That's not
I remember you posted on that shit too, right?
The food was mediocre, man.
Yeah.
I could tell you the whole menu from the top of my head. It was very small, you know what I'm saying? They had like 4 or 5 things.
Yeah, it's probably basic Hispanic dishes.
Yeah, but it is COVID right now.
Yeah.
And a lot of places reduce their menus, so I'm
gonna
gonna give them another shot.
Okay.
You
that's true too.
Hopefully this stuff ends, man. This is bad. This is messing up business for a lot of people.
Yeah,
right
but
now.
I'm glad you're still out here grinding and do what you got to do. You feel me?
You gotta do it.
But then again, like all y'all heard earlier, man, like even with the whole COVID shit, you said y'all slowed down on clients, but you still started that food business. You know what I mean? You still started making your bread. That's a real hustler, like we talked about earlier. You feel me? So from YouTube, what are you trying to do? Some Rachel Ray shit? Like you cooking it bad? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
okay.
And one thing that I noticed, which is, it's kind of pervy, but I feel like my YouTube videos that have females in it have more views than the ones that don't.
But that's common though, cause even like commercials nowadays, they make sure to look someone, you know what I mean? You
the weather
know.
lady.
Exactly.
To that weather.
You know what I mean?
The weather lady be crazy, dog. So that's one thing I want to get.
You love it when it's raining out the next day.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel
that's
you.
one thing I want to get into. I want to kind of get up and coming models.
Okay.
That want to get exposure out here too.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I did a couple videos already on my YouTube with a couple females, and they're cool. But like, I want to give other people an advantage. You know what I'm saying? To start getting in here, and we'll do like an episode where the girl, the car, the food. Everyone likes those 3 things.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Just trying to reach out to those people. Like, you see a girl in the video, you don't even care what the video is about anymore. You just want to know what the girl got to do with the video.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I want to use that.
Okay.
That's something I want to do.
And the race car stuff, in what aspect do you plan, just to tell people, I guess, what they should expect on YouTube upcoming?
So, I want to show people the race, how we prep for the race, mods that we're doing to the car.
Yeah.
I haven't posted on YouTube about my car in a long time. The last video on YouTube, I still had a Chrysler.
Okay.
That was I didn't even post that I put bags on the Chrysler. We put Hellcat wheels on the Chrysler.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We put all this stuff. I didn't even vlog that, I don't know why. We just never got to it. But I definitely need to update the YouTube on what I got now. You know what I mean?
And whatever that whole segment, I guess, of the car, is that going to be reflecting when the car events start popping up too? You feel me?
Right. When I start when the car's done, you'll know on the YouTube. So if you want, subscribe to the YouTube channel so when it's about to go down. But I mean, until then, I'm just gonna be posting really on what I do to the cars and the races that we go to. Yeah. Stuff like that.
All right, bro. Well, I'll probably just give a shout out of all your social medias, but beforehand, you know what I mean? Any last words for the people, for the public, man? I know a lot of people are gonna be watching this because of you, man.
But for real, I want to shout y'all out. This is dope.
I appreciate it, bro.
This is really dope. I think what y'all doing is good to get the local people's word. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. There's a lot of people out here that need to get on this. Yeah. You know what I mean? And I hope that my followers, all of them, will watch this and put it out there so that everyone can start watching. Because you got a couple of, how many episodes you got?
I think it's about to be our fourth one, man.
Fourth episode?
Yeah,
this is the fourth episode.
This would be the fourth episode.
Okay, so you got Millie was first, then
we did Joe the People Place out in Old Town, who has a bi-resale trade shop.
Young dude,
yeah. Yeah, young dude, he's 24, man. But he's been on his shit for a long time, too.
That's a hustler.
Yeah, exactly, for real. And then last one was Thomas, the tattoo artist. He did my first tat. Okay. The La Mano Inc. Yeah. So you, and after that, we have a few people. We have a good guest coming up.
Yeah, definitely get OTR, man.
Yeah, he's already in the books, bro. OTR coming late February.
All them cats, bro. Yeah. Icy Boy, Hugo.
Exactly.
All them Boy Flow, all the Dominican dudes. Them dudes, they came up too, man. I went to school with them Dominican dudes, man. You know what I mean? I think you should get them. Get, my boy Tanchez, Aaron's shop. I don't know if you, I know you got your tattoo artist, Aaron Garcia.
Yeah, but Briggs brought him up on his podcast. So, yeah, for sure, bro.
Yeah, we need to get him in there, man.
And we'll be having next guest, might as well make it public now. We're going to have SB and his Stay Dangerous clothing line up next. You know what I mean?
That's a good one.
Yeah, exactly. He's been hustling and putting in that work. Yeah, he's been really grinding,
and then
bro.
We'll get you out in Maryland, man, with my boys at Cap City.
There we go, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. They do big things out there at Cap City, bro.
There we
got
go,
some
bro.
Nice
the more
stuff
the merrier,
going
man.
Over there, yeah.
All right, bro. If you want to just give out your social medias, especially your Snapchat, because I know that's where you're more popular at.
Right. So Snapchat's just Kyle the Barber altogether. Instagram is Kyle the Barber altogether. And the YouTube is I am Kyle the Barber altogether. It's pretty simple. Just, subscribe, like it up, comment, do all that.
There you go.
You know what I mean?
All right, appreciate you guys for listening to the episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I appreciate Kyle once again for letting us be here today. And thank you for your presence, man, at least in the community and just in every aspect, bro. You're well known, and I'm glad you're putting the attention to the positive views, bro.
Yes, sir.
So I hope nothing but good things for you 2021, man, and I hope y'all take care. Be safe. Peace.